forgotten my heat pad. Hang on a moment. Oh, I need to put my heat pad in the microwave. Oh, it's a bit better. It'll heat up in a moment. Let me get myself sorted. Oof. Excuse me fiddling with my bra strap, but it's cutting into my shoulder. Ooh, it's better. Tra-la-la. Hello, Nathan. I'm just warming my heat pad up. I'm finding my crochet, my crotchet. It's in my bag. I've got to count my rows. Hi, Sophie. Well, you know, Nathan, keep clocking on, don't we? Hi, Gillette. Being so cheerful keeps me going. My niece has been today. She's helped me with a few chores. So that was handy. And now I've started another cardigan and I've forgotten how many rows I've done. Hi, Esther. No, the weather rained all over me, partly dried washing. We put the washing out, it was nearly dry, and then my niece said, oh no, and it was chucking it down. So it wet all my washing when it was nearly dry, so I was not amused. Hi, Linda. So I was not amused at all, yeah. How many rows have I done here? Oh, I don't know. I should have counted them when I was doing them, but I'd forgotten my row counter. And now I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing here. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36, 38, 40, 42. I think I've done about 44. 44. I'm not very keen on this sideways rib thing. I think I've done 44, but I can't be sure. I think. And I don't know how many rows I've got to do. It's one of those cardigans with the rib goes sideways, you know, because you're doing that. If you're in America, double crochet in the back loops. If you're in England, single crochet in the back loops. No, hang on a minute. No, it's single crochet in the back loops if you're in America, double crochet in the back loops if you're in the UK. So I've got to do 73 rows approximately. I'll just do it until it looks long enough. You have to just excuse me while I get the heat pad. Oh. Well, we stuck the rug down today, so one of my trip hazards has disappeared now. I didn't like the beige carpet, so I had this rug that I put over the top of it, but it kept going like that. So I bought some grippers. Anyway, we've managed to grip it down, so hopefully it won't trip me up anymore. We can only hope, can't we? Do you know I hate doing crocheting in the back loops? Does anybody else hate doing that? I'd hate to do a pattern that's all in the back loop. Ugh. I think this is not going to be a great success. Hi, Chris. Well, I messaged my plumber today because he never messaged me back. Anyway, he'd forgotten. So he said, I'll get a quote for you. So it's a good job I jogged his memory, otherwise I might have been waiting a long time for me taps. I must be the kind that gets forgotten. It used to be always me that got forgotten at the hospital. You know, they always lost my appointment, or, you know, this is going to be good because I can't see where I'm going. I'm used to a craft light, you know, over the top of me work. So when you're doing something like this where you have to go into the back loops of everything. Oh, I finished off my black fuzzy. Finished it off today. Even sewn the buttons on. I shall show it you another day. I've got some more black to use with something else, but I think I'll leave it for a bit. It was a bit of a chore. It wasn't something I really, really enjoyed doing. It might be all right if I was doing black with another colour, but because I was doing black with black, I couldn't see what I was doing. Oh dear. La 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 la. I finished off the brightly coloured shawl. I think I showed you that, didn't I? I've got loads of colours left over, so I need to start another one. I'm waiting for another pattern to come. I've got it already, but I've lost it. So I had to order it from America. Anyway, it's supposed to be coming on Monday. Hi, Connie. It's my phone that does that. If anybody puts a message on Facebook, my phone goes dong. Yeah, my niece charged up me. Well, I charged it up. She took it off the wall. My Ring doorbell, it's got the tiniest, tiniest little screws. They're not even a centimetre high. They're little tiny things, and I can't, you know, my fingers and that with the arthritis, I can't do it. So I have to wait for somebody to come with nimble fingers to take it off the wall for me while I charge it up. So, but even now it doesn't ring on my phone, it just goes zzz on my phone. At first I wondered what on earth it was. Yeah, my niece put one planter was already done. She's put the other planter together for me. So I've got planters done, ready to put some plants in. Yay! So it's been a very busy day today. Yeah, a busy, busy day. I've not had time to watch anybody on on YouTube today. I've been busy all day. Clocking on, Connie, getting on, yeah. No, it's definitely my phone that buzzes. Zzz, it goes. It's like a very demented bee. At first I wondered what it was because it was supposed to set to ring, not buzz. But I haven't seen my friend who does all my technical things on my phone. I haven't seen her for a bit because I usually see her on a Monday, and I can't do a Monday at the moment because the tram doesn't run up far enough. So I've had to stop going to the library. It's supposed to be finished on the 14th, but seeing as it's the 11th today, there's no sign of it being ready yet. And then on Thursday, I had to go and see the physio. So I didn't see her on Thursday. So she's the one who sorts my phone out when it goes doolally. Oh, gosh. Hi, Ethan. It was funny, I just switched off, but it still shows me who's making a comment. And just as I switched off last week, I saw Lydia. Oh, good, I've caught you. I thought, no, you haven't, I've gone. Yeah, Julie that comes on here said what GOAT stands for. I forgot what she told me now. When they came on and said they were the goats from Philly or something. What we doing? Come here, Janet. What does it say? Greatest of all time. That's what GOAT means, apparently. Do they mean they're the greatest of all time? Or I'm the greatest of all time? I'm not quite sure. Either way, they gave me lots of what you call it, likes. I've never had 146 likes before. And some of them must have subscribed because I had 48 more subscribers. But I bet they all disappear. They won't stay. They subscribe, and then when they remember, they'll unsubscribe, won't they? Still, it was nice. I only ever get one new subscriber a week. It felt very nice to get 48 all at once. I was almost bragging. But I'm not doing a brag because they'll probably all vanish again. Hi, Ethan. Yeah, I've got some lovely comments. I've not replied. I have read them. I've just put a little heart on the ones I've read, but I haven't had time to answer them. Oh, ooh, gosh, that was hot. Ooh, what's hot? What's hot? I was burning, didn't me? My heat pad was burning in one part of me. Yeah, I had quite a lot of lovely comments. Everybody was really sweet. It does build you up when somebody sends you nice comments. I'm very lucky, really. I watch other people and they say that they've got these negative comments or they've got awful comments. And I'm like, well, why do people do it? I just don't. If I don't like somebody, I don't watch them. There's no point. It's horrible making horrible comments. I don't take it personally if somebody puts a horrid comment, not on mine, but on somebody else's, because I always think it's their badly brought up people. I don't think, oh gosh, they're right, or oh yeah. I just think, oh, you're really badly brought up. So instead of them making them feel better, it makes me feel worse about the people who've made the comments. I don't know about you. They're just not justified, are they? Honestly. I should have done that. What was it, front post, back post when it was finished? I've made this cardigan before and never seemed to have the trouble with this, but I'd used crepe last time. And crepe is much easier to crochet with, but they don't seem to do much in the crepe anymore. I thought, oh, I'll do this one again while I'm waiting for my shawl pattern to come, because I've got some blue and I've got some purple. I'm making a cardigan, but the rib goes sideways at the bottom. This is the pattern I'm using, but I'm not doing that pattern stitch. I use it as a base, but I'm doing one of the stitches out of my stitch book called the leaf hopper stitch. which you might see if I ever get around to it. But I've got to find the other hook. Have I brought the other hook with me? Yeah, I've got the other hook with me. I need to go on a bigger hook for the actual body of the cardigan. Yeah, I finished my black one off this afternoon, sewed the buttons on it. I'll show it when I do a video. Oh, you've been watching my life for 7 years? Oh my goodness me. I can't remember what I said 7 years back. Did I say anything earth-shattering? Was I usually waffling as usual? Sometimes I get comments and they're saying like, what are you wearing? And I'm like, and when I look back, they're looking at a video from umpteen years ago and they said something about, do you have the pattern? And I'm like, I don't even remember making it. Well, Lord, do I have the pattern? Talk about confuse me. Oh, I've got all hot and bothered now with this heat pad. You're on your third of your fourth hexie card. I finished my hexie today. I wouldn't want to do another one that was black and black fuzzy. It was a bit of a nightmare. I kept finding that I'd crocheted into the fluff instead of crocheting into the stitch. So when I went a few more rows, this hole appeared. And I had to take the rows back to sort it out. Because I hadn't actually gone into the thread, if you know what I mean. I'd gone into the fluff. I think I want to have a break from hexies at the moment. I think I've had enough hexies. I will do a video actually because I've got my Simply Crochet magazine came today. But I didn't do a video because my niece has been here most of the day, so we've been doing a lot of little chores. They weren't big chores, but they were ones that I couldn't reach because it was sorting out the curtain rail and then putting things above my doors. You know, those white things, oh, I don't know what you call them. They're like fabric and they've got like things on with the fringe hanging down. And I wanted them over my doorways. So I got some of those stick-on hooks. Oh, and she put me dream catchers up from... I've got a really, really good craft light with black, Linda. So I can crochet better under my craft light than I can actually in the daylight. So when I crochet in the daylight, I can't see it as well. And that's what I was doing today. I was trying to finish it off in daylight. And in the end, I had to put my light on. Even though it was sunny, I had to put my light on because I couldn't see what I was doing. I tell you, if you can afford a really good craft light, get one. Because it really helps with everything. I mean, here I'm under above my light and I'm struggling because I'm so used to having the craft light, you know, on my work. And it's so much easier with a craft light. I mean, I got a bargain with mine. It should have been a lot more than I paid for it. I think it was on offer or a special offer or something when I got mine. Some of them are like £200. It wasn't one of those, but it was a decent one. But it's a daylight one as well. It's very bright, shines down. I've got another one actually. It's in my craft room. I could have fetched it in, but I'm a bit short on plugs. Did I tell you I run with plumber? He didn't. So I sent him an email this morning and I got another email saying, "Oh, I'm sorry." He said, "I forgot." I'll get back to you. Yeah, I can't. I've got daylight lights, but I can't do with an overhead light. I don't know why. I just prefer a light at my eye level. I don't know whether you crochet under a big light or under a lamp, Nathan. Yeah, so my plumber's going to send me a quote. He was supposed to send me a quote last week, but obviously he forgot. He did send me an apology with an email. He said, "Oh, sorry, I forgot." Man, I did say to him, "Just let me know if you're too busy to do it, and then I can get somebody else." So I think he's thinking, "Oh no, she's going to get somebody else. I'll lose her job." So I might get my tap outside as well. Yay! I think I told you my niece put together. Man, it had a little broken leg. This planter thing. It's like three things in the planter. It had a broken leg. She's had to tape it up with some gaffer tape. But to send it back, we would have had to pull it apart, and she couldn't get it to come apart. So I said, "Oh, just tape the leg up." I weren't sending it back. But we didn't notice the leg was broken until we came to put the bottom legs on. It wasn't the leg that was broken, it was the bit underneath of the main thing where you slot the leg in. It was broken. So we couldn't slot the last leg in. So I planted my hyacinth bulbs, but nothing's happening yet, of course, because it was only a few days. I haven't planted my seeds yet. I've got those little propagators with lids on. And I changed that big thing you were talking about, Nathan, behind me. I've changed it to a little one. And I'm going to use the big one on the window bottom to put my planters on, yeah. You got a light. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know how any people manage without a craft light. Oh, it refused to work after you moved it. Well, you see, you shouldn't have moved it. You should have left it where it were and gone and sat underneath the other. It might have been the bulb that just got jiggled. Should have got an electrician to have a look at it. You haven't thrown it out, have you? Hi there, Lizzie. Hello. You didn't throw it away, did you, Linda? Because it's probably just a wiring fault or your bulb might have gone. Well, it was lovely. I put my washing out. My washing was almost dried. We went to do another chore and it threw it down with rain. We went and galloped all the washing in, but it was wet through again. So it's now drying in the conservatory. We should have brought it in when it was nearly dry. But we went to do a job in the front room and then my niece looked up. She said, "Oh, God, look at the rain. It just come down like a sheet." Well, hello there from Sweden. Are you having nice weather in Sweden? It's cold. I am the knitting queen, even though I crochet. It was a gift from somebody that they must think I knit more than I crochet. I've got some command strips now, so I'm going to hang some of my pictures up. I gave up trying to knock nails in the wall. Oh, you waiting a tip? I bet it was just a bit of something and nothing. It's cold at night and sunny in the daytime. Yeah, I've just put the heating on because I was cold tonight. I woke up this morning, I thought, oh, it's lovely and warm. Oh, I'd only forgotten to turn the heating off, hadn't I? So no wonder I was lovely and warm this morning. The heating was on. Yeah, my niece finally hung up me, those dream things my son sent me for my birthday. I finally hung them up in the window. I can't reach up there. She just about managed. She nearly broke her neck trying to do it, but she did it. The sofa's that big and heavy. It's like an L shape, so you can't move it, to get a ladder behind it. So she sort of managed to balance on the back of my sofa and one foot on the window bottom. She was nearly doing the splits. Yeah, I'll turn the heating off in a bit. It's just, I just went all shivery. I do when it rains. I don't know when anybody else does. When it starts to rain, I shiver. Oh gosh, Janet, you can't see what you're doing, can you? Oh, thank you. It's got my glittery buttons on, but they're a bit of a pain in the neck because they keep getting caught on the wool. Why can I not see what I'm doing here? Oh, I hate crocheting in the back loops. Got it. Yeah, the buttons are more glamorous than me. Somebody's just gone past with a very, very noisy car. Yeah, so hopefully I might have new taps next week. I need to save up for a power washer. I need to save up for a lot of things. Needless to say, I didn't win. I had a lucky dip, but I didn't win anything. It was me I think it was me that said hello. I don't know. Hello? Hello? Hello, Esther. Oh, don't wear beige, no. I actually had it confirmed. There was a really good fashionista on YouTube, and she said, you're all right wearing beige when you're younger and you've got the skin for beige, yeah? But as you grow older, you go more grayer and you grayer hair and your face loses its colour. And that is when you should stop wearing beige. If you're a sweet young thing, you can probably wear beige all the time. But apparently it's very draining. It takes all the colour for you. It does from me. It makes me look pasty. And I don't like the colour anyway. I always think beige is the colour that people wear when they can't think of another colour. Sadly, when you go to the charity or the thrift shops, there's an awful lot of beige. Oh, my niece has just sold. I bought a skirt and it was beautiful. It was bright pink. It was broderie anglais, but it was meant for somebody about 7 foot tall. And I couldn't shorten it because I would have lost all the broderie anglais at the bottom. Anyway, she just sold it for me on Vinted. She only put it on. And within an hour, it had sold. Yay! She didn't get quite as much as I paid for it, but still, it's pennies in my purse. She took 3 things for me that still had the labels on. Yeah, I bought a black evening dress because I was going to a function once when I was a big girl, and I never went. So I never wore the black dress, but luckily I left the tag on it. Yeah, she got something for it. She got about 3/4 of what I paid for it. But I've got another dress, it was still got the tag on it. I don't know how much she'll get for that because it cost me 40 quid, but you don't get the money back for them anyway. Anybody wants a nice little black dress? That's what it was. I only had 3 things, but they were all size 24. Well, I have more things, but they haven't got tags on. She only wanted to take the ones with the tags. I'll put the others on eBay. She took photographs of some of the baby things, so I need to get my tape measure out tomorrow and measure them and get them stuck on eBay. If you know anybody's having babies, grandbabies, great grandbabies, they'll all be going on there quick, pretty cheap. I need to get my money for my consumer board somehow. And I'm too old to be putting my fishnet stockings on and standing on a street corner. And I'm definitely not doing OnlyFans, yeah. And I don't do Patreon or whatever it's all, that one where they send you money through the eBay. I don't do that. You can give me hearts, you can show your love, but you could buy me a coffee, but it's not compulsory, if you know what I mean. I didn't get my stronger medication from the doctor. I sent him a message, but maybe he hasn't got the message. I'll have another go on Monday. See whether she gave him the message. You can never always trust these receptionists, can you, to give the messages over? She said she'd send a message to him, but did she? Don't know. I thought he might have sent me a message, but then again, he might have been busy. So if I don't hear from him on Monday, I'll send another message over. Yeah, better to get something for me stuff than sit there. It's like all them baby things. Better to get something for them. They'll just sit in the garage. They're in a bag, but I mean, I've got one of them to wash because one of them had a dirty mark on it for some reason or other. So I've got to wash that before I can put that up for sale. Where are you now, my love? So what have you all been doing? Have you all been doing anything over Easter? I didn't get an Easter egg. I don't think I've had an Easter egg bought me since my dad passed away. It was my dad always bought me an Easter egg. He said to me one time, "You're too big for an Easter egg. Would you rather just have the money?" I went, "No, I want my Easter egg. You're the only one who ever buys me an Easter egg." Oh, I did get an Easter egg, I'm telling a lie. A lady at Knit Club, she bought everybody one year. So I did get an Easter egg one year. Yeah, she bought everybody one. I think it was just a little Smarties one. So I did get an Easter egg. Telling a lie. Yeah, she did. She was like that. So she used to buy little cakes for us all and things like that. And one, like I said, one year she turned up with little. They weren't little eggs. They were just about that big, just small eggs. She bought everybody one. She is. She's a very kind lady. She is. I don't see her now because, like, it was the other knit club and it's kind of disbanded now. It's not disbanded because I stopped going. It's disbanded anyway because they put the fees up for the hall, and with there being less people going, it meant it was a lot of money for. It had to be divided up by how many people turned up, so it was kind of expensive. Yeah. Some weeks they'd have to pay £5, if only 4 people turned up, but it was £20 for the room. But I couldn't go anymore because, like, I couldn't go all that way in the dark. My little scooter doesn't have lights, so my big scooter, I weren't going all that way up there in the dark. Yeah. I got a message off my scooter man, did I tell you? He's supposed to be coming this coming week. I'll believe it when he turns up. Oh, ye of little faith. I hope he gives me warning because I need to empty everything out, all my rubbish out my scooter. I've got a little drop-down front box where I keep a scarf and a hat and some gloves just in case I go out and forget. And then the back box has got my fold-up walking stick and my shopping bag in case I do a shop, without thinking about it. I always keep a shopping bag in there. So I need to empty all that out. I sent him a message. I said, I hope it's got a back box on. And he hasn't answered me, so at least I've given him time to order me one if he hasn't ordered it. I don't want a backpack because people can open a backpack. Whereas if you have a back box, it locks, so it's secure. You can put your handbag in and nobody can, like, open it, while you're going along. Well, he'll see that it's emptied anyway. And I need to take the bungee straps off because I've got bungee straps holding the scooter together at the moment. And my keys actually stopped going in properly after wiggling. So I think it's for the knackers yard, that scooter, unless they can. I don't know what they do with them. I think they sell them off. I don't think they give them out to anybody else. I think they sell them. But that one's in a bit of a bad condition. The side pieces that go down, they're made out of thick plastic. They've started to tear. It's the wind that rips them apart. So they'd have to put a new sides on it. And I said they'd have to put a new back box on because that's broken. So I think they'll probably sell it to somebody. Some civilian. The scooter's all right in itself. It's just the accessories that have gone a bit wonky. I'm having a new one. I'll put a picture on Facebook when I get it. It's a red one, supposedly, allegedly. I'll believe it when it arrives. I wouldn't say they're helpful. No, he's getting me a bright red one. A red one. No, I had a choice of black, grey or red. So I chose red, of course. And he answered me and said, I knew you would choose the red. My neighbours, they're not very helpful. No, not really. They bring me bin in occasionally. But I wouldn't call them helpful, no. They keep themselves to themselves. They did used to take me parcels in for me before I got my parcel box. But now I've got the parcel box, I needn't worry because they put the parcels in the parcel box even when I'm in. They don't even bother knocking on the door now. I suppose it's quicker. They don't have to wait for me to totter my way to the door and open it, do they? They just shove it in the box and off they go. The Amazon men round here are like Linford Christie, you know, they sprint up your drive and sprint back. Now, you know me, Linda, anyway, I don't like pink, yeah. Hi, Tricia. You've had a cold, have you, since last... Touching wood. Shouldn't say this, should I? But I've not had a cold for ages. Well, I do get that flu jab. I don't get the COVID one. Where did Shad come in? I didn't see Shad. Have I missed him? Yeah, I'm on live chat. I didn't see Shad come on. Well, live chat. Hang on. Oh, I can see Shad now. Why did I not see him before? Hi, Shad. Now I've got welcome to live chat, guard your privacy, and abide by our community's guidelines. I don't usually have that. No, well, they had to leave things on my doorstep because I wasn't always in. That's why I got that postal box. I can't get rid of that thing now. It says, welcome to live chat. It's going over everybody's messages now. So whatever anybody said to me underneath, it just says learn more. I don't want to learn more because it might take me off here. I can't get rid of it. Wants to see me? Oh, it's a boring one today. Boring one today, Shad. Just green with black. Yeah, it's Shad's new name. I'm fortunate, really, in the fact that my front door doesn't face the street. It faces my neighbour next door. Yeah, I've got my nice buttons on, but they're a bit of a pain. They're ripping my cardigan. But they're nice. Yeah, my niece said I matched because I've got a green and black dress on today. Look, that sequins. Yeah, it's, I don't know if you can see it or not. Oh, showing you the inside. It's green and black, the dress. Emerald green and black, and I've got like darker stripes on my sleeves. So I match. Oh, thank you. I know, and I went to Knit Club the other week, and this woman said I was talking about you. And I went, oh, what have I done? You know, and she said, no, I was telling my friend that you always coordinate. I said, yeah. That's why I've got so many cardigans, because I like to have everything to match things. I'm a bit of a weirdo that way, a bit OCD with that. I don't like to clash. Yeah, my physio gave me another compliment when he told me the news, and he said, you're taking it very well. He said, you've got the best attitude, yeah? Hi, Val. I finished that black fuzzy thing, Val, eventually. It did take 6 of the fuzzy, but only because I cut it a bit shorter. So it would have took 7 if I'd have done it the same length as all my others, yeah. I've still got some, because I got enough for 2, but I'm not doing another black with black. I might do black with red or black with emerald green or something like that. Yeah, press the like button. I tell you, you know, when all those youngsters or whatever they were came on last week, I actually got 146 likes. I've never had 146 likes before. And some of them must have subscribed as well. Whether they're probably unsubscribed, but I had 48 new subscribers. I'm like, yay! I only ever get 1 new one at a time. Occasionally I get 2 new ones. I've never had 48 before. With some more helps. I don't know what you're buying, Trisha or Trish. Oh, cold medicine. I'm fortunate, really. I don't often get a cold. Mind you, I don't go out mixing with a lot of people, and I think this is where you pick up germs, isn't it? You know, when I was working, obviously, you know, the customers used to come in and cough and splutter all over me. But like I live on my own, and I very rarely go anywhere apart from knit club, so I don't get people coughing all over me. I think when you're working, you do get people breathing all over you. I'm trying to do this sideways rib val. It's driving me nutty. You know, when you have to go into the back post. I couldn't count the rows either. Oh, we don't want any of that again, do we? The C word. No, I had it right at the very beginning and I don't want it again. I had it before they knew what it was. I had to be a forerunner, you know, trust me. They couldn't put a name on it, and then they found out what it was after I'd got it, yeah. Right, how many rows do I have to do? Is it 72? No, 73. Thought you were going away this week, Linda. Thought you were away this weekend. Have I got it wrong again? You're busy crocheting. What are you crocheting now, Val? Have you finished your basket, your bowl? Val was making another of those crochet bowls like I've got here. You've done 3? Have you gone back to your fly's wings again? Got an itchy scalp. It's from the colour. My scalp always itches when I've had a colour put on. It didn't really need doing, but my niece doesn't always come for another 6 weeks, so yeah. You're trying to finish your fly's wings, yeah? Or next week? Why do I always think you get the week wrong? Bye, Trish. I think I've only got one more row of this silly ribbon. If that's wide enough, I'll have to measure. See if it's wide enough to go around my non-existent waist. I might have to do the bigger size ribbon, which is how many? 77, the bigger one. I'm only on 73 so far, I think. Don't know how you count them. I think you count 2 for every ridge, don't you? When I went to knit club, I forgot to take my row counter with me. So when I came to pick it up today, I needed to count my rows. Well, that's 73. Let's see what it measures. Well, it's pretty stretchy, so I bet that'll be all right. Five weeks. You'll be going sipping your chocolate. I had a hot chocolate today. My niece usually brings me a coffee, and I said, "Can I change it? Can I have a hot chocolate instead?" 18 inches. That's 36, isn't it? Yeah, I don't like doing this front post, back post, but this is the biggest bit. This is the back. I think I might have to do that to the next size, which is another 4 rows. Because I'm doing a smaller hook for the main body. So, yeah, I might do the bigger size. You don't like, I like doing front post, back post. It's this I don't like doing. Crocheting in the back loops. When I knit ribs downwards, I always cast off too tight, and then I struggle to get them on. I always forget to cast off on a couple of sizes bigger, and I can't do that. Fancy cast offs. Is it three needle bind offs or something? I can't do them. Now, when I watch some people cast on, I think, I don't cast on like that. They cast on like wiggling it round somehow or other. I don't know how they do it. I watched that Passionate Kelsey. She casts on a really strange way. Maybe it's not strange. Maybe it's me that's the strange one. I can only cast on with my thumb. That's the only way I can cast on. But I have to be careful because I cast on really tight. My nieces took me photographs of my baby things, so I've got to measure them all now and then put them on eBay with a bump. I hate writing all that bump. Some people have got the knack of it, you know, this fantastic cardigan, beautifully knitted in such a thing. I can't do that with my own stuff. I could do it with somebody else's, but yeah, I do the thumb cast on. Some people do it with like 2 needles, but they kind of like twist it. I used to do with 2 needles and then you knit into the back of the first row, but then I changed to doing it with the thumb. But this lady I watch, she sort of twists it, she does it with 2 needles, but she twists and she casts on really quickly. I am like that when you cast on with crocheting. I should do that. Is it? You got up to 31. We're 7C at the moment. You know that FBC or something. That cast on that's a lot stretchier. It looks like you've done a row, doesn't it? I should use that when I do the bottom of a jumper, and then it'll stretch. But I always have to look it up. I can't remember how you do it. Right, another 1 row, then I've done. Did it. And I've got to find that leaf hopper stitch in my book now. Practice at knit club. Yeah, if I have any needles with me. I bought 2 colours in sock wool. I must be intending to make socks. I never wear the flipping things, but I like knitting them. I'll have another 2. Well, in fact, I'll probably have more because these are 150-gram balls. So there'll be enough for 2 pairs of socks because I don't like long legs. It's got beige in it. Ooh, it's on my feet though. Nobody will see it on my feet, will they? The other one I've got is brighter coloured. I'll show you when I do a video, yeah. Yeah, when I knit, I always have to cast on bigger needles because I pull it too tight. Then I cast on. It's the same with my crochet, and I always have to do my chain on a bigger hook because I do my chain too tight. Yeah, I can't pronounce it. All I know is it's opal, but it's Reginald Jubilant, whatever that is. 20th of January, is it JHNR? I don't know, is it German? It's got a little butterfly on it. It's supposed to knit up stripy, like that. Whether it will or not, I don't know. I'm not one of these people, though, who can get them to match. People like winding yards and yards and yards. I found it to get them to match. When my socks match, it's a miracle. I don't mind running a bit off, you know, if you only have to run a couple of yards off to get it to start in the same place, but I'm not, yeah, I do them on 5 needles, yeah. I can't do them on circulars, I can't use them. I can only do them on 5 needles with a macking, you know, stick it in the belt. I have to knit like that. So one needle's got to be held somewhere or another, if you know what I mean. Right, how many stitches have I got to put on now? Work along the side. I've got to have 75 or 79 stitches. So I need to find me 20th year anniversary edition, is it? I don't like the colour, but it was cheap. That's all I can say about it. It was much, much cheaper than all the other colours. I think it was page 19, was it? Oatmeal. Rainforest, oh right. No, it wasn't page 19. You got this book, have you? Best book ever. I need to find my stitch now. You just get a basic pattern and you use one of these crochet stitches. There's hundreds in this book, hundreds of crochet stitches. It's got the chart and it's got the words. So whichever way you like to use, you can either use the chart or you can use the words. Leaf hopper stitch, that's what I'm going to do. The leaf hopper stitch. I've got a cardigan, you may have seen me wear it in like turquoise. Right. So a multiple of 4 plus 1. Oh God, here we go now. I need a bit of paper, don't I, to work out. Multiple of 4 plus 1. And I've got how many stitches? 75 or 79. See how many I've got to increase or decrease. Hang on, let me get me a bit of paper. 75 or 79. It's a multiple of 4. Right, that's 1. 4's into 4's into 35. Well, 4 times 10 is 40, isn't it? So it won't be that. 4 nines are what, 36? So 4 goes into there. I haven't got one left over, have I? I'm 1 short. Does it go into the 79? Let's have a look. 39. Yeah, it goes into that, and then I've got 3 left over. So if I lose a couple of stitches either side. I should be right. Yeah, if we were wiser, you see, you didn't know you were going to need them when you went to Germany, did you? Right, first row. Yeah, you've got to do a treble all the way across. Right, okie dokie. I like this book because it's in English. They talk about trebles, which I like, yeah. I don't like it when they talk foreign. Oh, gosh. Da 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 da. Oh, blimey. Am I sure I did this pattern before? I mean, when I went to Turkey, I never found any wool, but I probably wasn't in the right place, was I? I was in a sleepy bit of Turkey. I never even found a wool shop at all. Amora knows where to go. I think she stays in Istanbul, doesn't she? We didn't. We stayed at the other end of the country to Istanbul. We stayed in the more beachy resorts, not the town. How many of these have I got? A minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32. Yeah, I've got to get 2 in each one of these. I've got to go into the trough and into the stitch. Ooh. Yeah, I like knitting socks, but I very rarely wear them. Does that sound a bit daft? Perhaps because they're wool, because you know wool makes me itch. Oh, I've actually been wearing those diabetic socks, you know, the ones with the soft tops that don't leave a grip mark across your leg when you've had them on. Oh, oof. This hook does not have a point on it. I want to do some mandalas. I've got all the frames to do them. I've even got some wool to do them. I've got some 4-ply or fingering if you're in America. And I got a tiny ball of like gold, it is. Just glitter. I wish I could find those cones that Amora gets. You get loads on a cone, don't you? And it's not that much. I mean, I paid, I think it was $3.99 for this gold one, and it's only a tiny little thing. I must go back to her video because she said where you got the cones from. And she only paid a few quid for them, and there's like loads and loads of. Mine, it's very, very thin. You have to run it along with another colour, but still. Oh, I found out that Boho Spirit, Val, does one with glitter. They don't do that many colours, but they do it with glitter. And I'm like, yay! But no, I'm not ordering any more at the moment. I saw it when Amora went to, was it Black Sheep, I think she went to. She pulled it off the shelf and I'm like, ah, it's boho spirit with glitter. Just for me. I should put that green and grey on eBay because I'm sure I'll never use it. I don't know what possessed me to buy it. It's pale green and grey. That is just not me at all. If I get some money for it. I mean, at one time I would have crocheted it up and sold it as a cardigan, but now I can't sell them, so. A lady at Knit Club, Linda, she'd done 25 inches of the back of an Aran. And then she saw she'd made a mistake. So she had to pull 25 in. She'd done 29 inches, that's right. She had to pull 25 inches back because she wouldn't leave it with a mistake. I'd have been heartbroken. I mean, I do pull things back, but imagine having to pull 25 inches back. She's not even making it for herself either. She's making it for somebody else. But guess what colour it is? It's beige. It's beige. I've got some beige in James C. Brett in the shed. In the garage, sorry, not the shed. I do buy beige, but I never buy it for me. I used to buy it so I'd sell it on, but now I'm stuck with some beige now. Mainly some of it's 4-ply cotton, so I might be able to do it on. Yeah, I think she probably did. She did it in private, Linda. Yeah, can you imagine? It's not even stocking stitch. It was an Aran pattern, a really heavy Aran pattern. And she'd done a mistake on one of the cables right down at the bottom. It's windy again. My cardboard boxes are going around the yard. I've got 2 big cardboard boxes that I didn't break up because they wouldn't have fitted in the bin. So I can hear them floating around the backyard now. It's what the garden troughs came in. One's a nice big wooden one. Should have got another one of them. Not got this plastic thing. Should have got another wooden. I was going to ask them across the road, you know, the men's shed, to make me a wooden one on legs. Because this wooden one isn't on legs. Then I don't have to bend, you know, when I'm tending them. I tell you, all my little fruit trees seem to be growing. thought they would have died maybe over the winter, but they're sprung into life again. They're only mini fruit trees. They're not, going to produce a lot of fruit or anything. And I believe they don't do fruit for quite a long time, yeah. Right, let's see how many trebles I've got. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 26, 28, 30, 32, 36, 38, 40, 42, 46, 48, 50. Oh, God, it's hooked up on my button. 52, 54, 56, 58, 60, 64, 66, 68, 70, 72, 74, 76, 78, 78. Oh, God, here we go again. Trying to divide 78 by 4 without a calculator. 78 by 4. 138. Oh, it's not bad. It is with 2 left over, so if I get rid of 1 at the other end. Will it not fit anybody else, Linda, if you finish it off? No, I needed 70. It's a multiple of 4 plus 1, this pattern. And I've got 70. Oh, I'll just try it anyway. I'm not faffing about. My brain isn't working. Right, second row. Janet, get your glasses on or something. Right, second row. Miss the first treble. 1 LCT. Yarn on hook. Insert a hook at the front from the right to the left, behind the stem of the stitch before the next stitch. Oh, blood, Sam. Are you sure you've done this before, Janet? Are you sure you've done it before, girl? Maybe I had a brain when I did it before. Oh, I've got an itchy nose. Oh. I'm going to get annoyed with this. That's what it is. Right. Yarn on hook. Insert hook at the front and from right to left. Behind the stem of the stitch. Right, behind the stem. So it's other words, it's a back loop. Is it? Eh. Yarn hook. Twice. Draw hook, draw full loops. Miss the next stitch, repeat around the stem. Right, miss the next stitch, right, repeat this. Oh, that looks vaguely like a leaf hopper stitch. I finished up looking at the chart. The chart was a lot easier. One treble into the next 3 stitches. 1, 2, 3. I think I'm doing it right. I'd rather follow the chart. No, I found it easy to do last time. Man, it was a lot crisper last time because I was doing it in a crepe. Oh, well, you could make a cushion out of it, Linda. It would be rather baggy on you if you finished it. Do I go in the middle of it? Oh, it looks like it's got a stitch in between. You're going to be losing a stitch, aren't you, when you're going back? It's all right, just ignore me. I'm just having a waffle. When you go back, yeah, yeah, go through for this next chain, repeat it from dot to dot. Yeah, it says to miss the next chain. When you go back, what do you do? Into each chain on the way back. But surely you're losing a stitch. Maybe you're not, I don't know. You want a lucky dip? Lucky you. Woo! I won a lucky dip last week. I don't think I'll have won anything with my lucky dip. I never do. I should call them unlucky dips. Yeah, I said to my son, I said, you don't get a million. Didn't win anything. You're using your brain, aren't you, to... Ah, I see. I see. I've done it wrong. Done it wronged. Done it wronged. I think I did it wrong. Right, 1, 2, and go through there. I'm all right when I get sorted out. It's just getting the first row set into it in your brain. I could have looked at my cardigan that I did in it. I bet I'd see it better. I've still got the cardigan I did in this stitch. So if I'd have looked at that, I'd have done better. You wouldn't mind when you've done it before, but it's a long time since I did it before. I did it in wash and wear crepe, and it must be at least 20 years old, possibly more. So you can have to excuse me if it's something I don't remember doing before. We shall see what we shall see. Oh, I can hear the wind blowing. Tell you what, Linda, I wouldn't have liked to have been in Blackpool this week. It's been a bit wild and woolly. I don't go out when it gets like that. I hibernate. You don't get me out in the wind. Hi, Munchkin. I'm trying to concentrate on getting my stitch right. If you wonder why I'm being a bit quiet. I bought my niece a box of chocolates for her birthday, but I got her a really nice box, not just a. Anyway, she loved it. Because we don't really do birthday presents, but with her coming and doing me little jobs for me, I got her well, it was a big box actually, Thornton's chocolates, and apparently she likes them, so I did the right thing. Because she wasn't eating chocolates last time I'd heard, but then she said, "Oh no, that was for Lent," so she's back eating them again. La la. Yeah, it's called leaf hopper stitches. It's not showing up really, but maybe it will when I get a bit further up. I remember doing it last time and thinking it was quite an easy stitch. It just is. It's just with me not using the right pattern for it. That's why I got confused with my multiples of 4. It did look very wild last week, I tell you, and this week as well. I mean, last Saturday, if you remember that wind, when I went out, in the morning, oh, honestly, everything was all around the garden. There was plant pots everywhere. Fortunately, my little fruit trees seem to have all survived, yeah. I won't get any fruit this year. I think you have to keep them 2 or 3 years, don't you, before you get any fruit. One of them's got little flowers growing on it. But one of them's a cherry, but it's not a cherry that you can eat. It's a sour cherry. Apparently the birds like them. It was funny. The other day, the seagulls, they love my next door's roof. I don't know why they like the next door's roof. And they were sat on it and they were making a right din. And she came out with her friend and she's saying to them, "Wow." And the more she was saying it to them, the more they were, they're really cheeky. I've got one that's, I think it was born on my roof because it seems to think that my roof is its territory. It sits and talks to me when I'm in the conservatory. It's like, but I don't feed them, so they don't come to me because they've been fed or anything like that. Somebody said, "Do you throw your old bread out for them?" I said, "No, I daren't." I said, "Next door, I'd have my guts for garters if I did." We don't like the birds round here. Right. Let me see where I'm up to now. Oh, it's worked out. Yay! It's worked out right. That was more good luck than good management, wasn't it? I had to finish up with one, and I finished up with one. The next row, I think, is just trebles. Yeah. There we go. Can't see it very much. Maybe you can see it when I do another couple of rows. Whip out the garden hose. I haven't got my outdoor tap yet, and when I put it onto the tap in the kitchen, it floods the kitchen, which is why I want an outdoor tap. I've got the hose pipe. Then actually I can clean my windows then. I've got the brush that attaches to the hose pipe, for cleaning your windows. Should have seen the front windows. All the sand and stuff was stuck to them. Couldn't see out of them. It was like frosted glass. Anyway, it rained again today, so they cleaned. The windows got cleaned. Next door, he's a clean freak. He's always out cleaning windows, cleaning paintwork, cleaning his cars. He's always doing something. I haven't cleaned my windows on the outside since I moved in. All the rain seems to have kept them clean. La 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 la. La 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 la. Yeah, I've got Simply Crochet magazine to show you. Might do a video. May not be tomorrow, it might be Monday. I can show you my black fluffy cardigan. I can show you my magazine. And my other ball of sock wool, a brightly coloured one. It's got like pinks in it and reds in it, I think, the other one. I just went for the cheapest ones I could find online. Some of them were like £20. I went for the ones that were like 11, I think, or 13 or something like that. Still a lot of money for a pair of socks, isn't it? But I'm not paying 20 quid. I've got some beautiful skeins, but they're too nice to use for socks. I object to putting merino on my feet. My feet are not worth merino. I mean, you're putting your feet in your shoes, so they actually use your socks. Manny, I saw somewhere they sell boots like that are see-through, so that you can put your fancy socks inside these see-through boots. I'm not saying how comfortable they'd be, but they must make your feet sweat, surely, if they're plastic see-through. I watched Mrs. D, she's been making a load of socks, hasn't she? Pretty patterns and that, and I'm like, yeah, but who sees them? Nobody really does, do they? I'm getting thirsty, but my coffee's gone cold. I can drink cold coffee. I can't drink tepid coffee, but I can drink cold coffee. But I don't enjoy it as much as I enjoy hot coffee. Put my new sheet on. Well, I didn't put my new sheet on today. My niece did. It's purple and it's fluffy. She said, my God, when you get out of bed in the morning, you're going to be covered in fluff. She said, it's really thick and fluffy. I'd never took it out of the packet after it arrived. I said, if it's nice, I'll get another colour. And it's supposed to be a deep one, so it'll fit onto the sheet, the mattress better. Right, let's have a look now. Where am I going to go now? How many have I got to do next? 3, and then do it in there, right? La, 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 la. La, 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 la. Right, if I do it on there and there. Right, Jane. Think. I think it's on this one. One, two, three. Why did I decide to do leaf hopper stitch? Can somebody tell me why I did it? No, I've lost a stitch somewhere. I haven't got enough stitches. I don't think. No. I'll love it when I get going, yeah, I will. It's just I don't think that's right. No, it's going over the top of that. I think I'd not got enough stitches from the row below. Right. Let me read it again. Excuse me, people. I think I went wrong. Yeah, I did. I did go wrong. I did. You twit. I'm a twit. At least I'm only having to pull one row back, aren't I? Well, no, 2 rows back. I thought it didn't look quite right. I'm all right when I get the pattern set in my brain. Yeah, so you've got to do it through that and through. Leave 1 stitch on the hook, I think. Oh, says she. Put glasses on. Yeah, 4 loops. and go through all 3 loops on the hook. You must have to leave one on the hook, leave one on the thing. Oh, Janet, what are you doing, girl? Try again. Yarn on the hook, go through 1, 2, go through that, yeah. Do that. 1, and then go through all 3. That's better. Now it looks right. Now it looks more like it. Right. 1, 2, 3. You're back, are you? You're back with your cold medicine? There we go. That's looking more like it. I was doing it wrong. Trish. I've had to pull it back. I thought it weren't looking right. But it's going back on the other row where I think I'm losing a stitch. But we don't know about that. Everybody's gone quiet again. You know what happens whenever we go quiet? We go quiet and people come on and swamp us with love as they said they were going to do last week. They were showing love. Well, they did really, didn't they? Because they gave me all them ticks. You're here, are you, Nathan? Yay! Nathan's here. Oh, 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 oh. My cardboard boxes are whizzing round the back garden. I can hear them. It's because I didn't flatten them. Maybe they've been rained on now, so they might be easier to flatten. La 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 la. Told you I binge watched Father Brown the other day. I think it was about 13 episodes. And then when I went to bed, I couldn't get to sleep. I think I was still with Father Brown. And Flambeau. I know it was too good to be true, Flambeau getting all legit. And then he ran off with it. You're here as well, are you, Linda? Everybody's quiet. It's hard for me to keep a conversation going when nobody feeds me with anything. I know I could talk for England, but sometimes I dry up when there's nobody saying anything. You're all sat there listening, and I can't think of anything to say. Oh. I mean, when I come on and I'm doing a monologue, like when I'm doing my ordinary videos, I don't really have to wait for any response from you. I just twitter on with my little self. It don't tell you to pick up a stitch in between. This is what I don't know. I'm travelling each one to the end, yeah. I'm all, you watching boxing? It's not my sport, Connie. I don't like seeing men bashing themselves around. It's when I go back, I think I keep losing the stitches when I go back. That is what's confusing me. I get very easily confused, whether it's my age. I think my brain's full, that's what it is, you see. I've got so much information in my head. It's a 4-row pattern, but 2 of them are just plain. But I think I'm losing stitches on the plain bit going back. I think that's what I'm doing. I think I'm losing stitches. Oh, you got somebody else's order there. Oh no, they picked it up, did they? Well, they didn't give you any, didn't bring yours. They just picked the wrong one up, did they, and never brought yours? Do they not bring it in and unpack it? They do for me. Then you would have seen it wasn't yours. Well, they should have brought yours later. Did they not bring it? Somebody else must have got your order. Yeah, it's only a simple pattern, this, and I've done it before. But I don't know what I'm doing wrong. But when I come to do the next pattern row, I don't have enough stitches. So I'm going wrong somewhere. Somewhere I'm going wrong. Oh dear. I'll have to count them on the way back. So they didn't bring you your other one? Well, somebody must have had your order then. Maybe they kept your order because maybe there was more in it than you than they'd ordered. Maybe that's why they kept it. Well, it should have been on you in your emails what you'd ordered the first time. It is with mine. Right, now let's have a look, Janet. What are you doing now? Well, if you're doing that there, you're losing a stitch. They credited it, yeah. Maybe that's where I go into it there and there, there. 1, 2, 3. Now I've got to get 3 out of there. Otherwise you'll lose your stitches. You've got 3. Yeah, but you should have had a copy in your email what you'd ordered. So you should have looked at that first before you did it again. 1, 2. Why is it not? Why is it not doing it right? 1, 2. I don't remember it being this much of a struggle. Right, you got 3, and then you've got to do 3 here. Oh, I don't get this at all. Right. 1, 2, 3. 3 out of there. Hi, Lydia. I'm struggling with my pattern. It's annoying me now. Ooh, it's windy. I can hear everything blowing away there. I'll just put 3 into one stitch and get my stitches right. I don't remember having to do that last time. I think you came on last week, Lydia, just as I went off. As I switched off, because we had all them kids that came on, swamped the channel. So I turned it off, and as I turned it off, you said, "Oh, I've caught you." I thought, "No, you haven't, Lydia, I've gone." Oh, I don't remember having this struggle last time. Perhaps I should look it up on... I'll have to turn the sound off, though, before we do that. Otherwise it'll be wittering away, won't it? Right, let me turn the sound off. Settings. Then I can watch the video if I turn the sound off. Otherwise you'll all be listening to it as well, won't you? Oh, sound. Hello, Moto, yeah. Hello. Right. Now let's have a look for the pattern. I must be doing something wrong. Amora keeps finding this big twist, doesn't she? They don't have it. I buy the diabetic socks with the soft elastic leaf hopper stitch. Why is it not giving me a lift up? Why is it? Oh, honestly. Oh, why did I choose this stitch? Oh, there we go. Still talking to me. You probably find I've done it wrong. I have to take them 2 rows back again. wittering on about what hook to use, what ball of wool to use. And they always do the slowest chain in the world. Do you ever watch it? They're going 1, 2, and you're like, come on, get on with it. Yeah, come on with it, on with it. Yeah, it's me. I can't get the stitch right, even though I've done it before. Why are they doing? They're not doing it like me. They're doing it completely different to the way it's telling me. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Yeah, I missed that one, go in that one. That's what I'm doing. I'm waiting to see what they do on the row after. Yeah, we're doing that bit right. Yeah, I'm doing that right. Ah, I think I know what I've done wrong. They go back into the stitch that you've just done. Aha, with it. Yep, they go back into the stitch. Yep, that's what they do. They go back into the stitch. That's why I'm losing stitches, because I kept going across. They don't tell you to do that. I wonder why I did it right the first time then. I obviously must have understood it something differently. I didn't crack it. It was the YouTube. I was going on to the next ones instead of going back on myself. I wasn't going to let it beat me because I'd done it before. You want a lucky dip? I won one last week, but I bet I haven't won anything. I bet if I look at my emails, there won't be anything for me. Not even a lucky dip. How come when you undo it, you split your stitches? And yet you don't remember splitting them when you're doing it. I could have understood it if it was fuzzy wool, but it's not fuzzy wool. Now it's stuck. I guess some wools are splittier than others. This one's split. Now I can't get it undone. We call them unlucky dips, Nathan, because we never win anything. So that's what we call them, unlucky dips. Right, she says. I'm not cutting, I'm just trying to loosen the stitch. It's not letting me loosen it. Oh, I don't want to cut it. Looks like it's going to have to be cut. Right, that's that. Oh, got an itchy back. Right, I've got back to there. But I still haven't got rid of this bump here that's stuck. It's better when you have to cut your yarn, isn't it? Because you can't get anything. We had rain today. Rained all over my nice dry washing, which I was pretty peed about. How on earth did I get it into such a mess? Got it. I don't know how I got that into such a mess, but I did. Right. Now we know what we're doing. Oh, tell me about it. You've got a sleevey. Have you got another sleeve to do? Into the fly's wings. You do confuse everybody when you say fly's wings because they think you're making something with wings. That's what they think. Oh, you've only got one to sew in. It was clammy on the bus. Right, now I know what I'm doing. I'm going back into the stitch I've just worked into. Yeah, that's why, you see. So you're not... Well, it didn't tell me that. Didn't he tell me that? He didn't. So you go back into that one. Right. Now we're cooking with gas, I think. Well, hopefully I know what I'm doing now. I can't understand, because I had no trouble with it last time I did it, and I'm thinking, why am I going wrong so much here? I couldn't understand why I was losing my stitches. Now I know why I'm losing my stitches. Because I wasn't going back on the stitch I'd just used, I was going into a new one. I can show you the picture because I've not done enough of it. You can't see it on my bit, but this is what I'm doing. I'm doing the leaf hopper stitch, that one there. And I couldn't get it. If it had said go back into the stitch you've just used, I would have been all right, but it didn't. It just said do 3 chain, 3 treble. It didn't say go around the stitch you've just been using. Hi, Julie. I couldn't get my pattern right. I was cursing for a minute or two, Julie. Then I had to go and look it up in YouTube. I finished my black fuzzy one. Drove me daft, but I've finished it. I've even stitched the buttons on. Oh, Janet, what are you doing? I started a cardigan, but like I say, it's not doing very well at the minute. I'm not doing my yarn round the hooks very well. It will be a cardigan. If it kills me, it will be a cardigan. I'll show it you on when I make a video. It looks fuzzy. You can't tell that it's got a row of double knitting in between the fuzzy. It just looks like you've used fuzzy all the time. And I've put fancy buttons on it, so it looks nice now. Put black and silver buttons on. I was going to put black and gold ones on, and then I realised that they were too big. They're too big and heavy for the wool. So I'll put the black and silver ones on, which are a bit smaller. If this doesn't come out right now, I'm going to go mad. Yeah, I've got enough black to do another one, but I'm not going to do another black and black. I'd do black with another. Oh no. Oh, I have to pull it back. I've used the wrong thread. I've used the thread I was crocheting with before, the one that I had to snap. Do you know, If I had a brain, I would be dangerous, I tell you. Honest to goodness me. Maybe I should just put this down. My niece said that. She said you suit green. I joined the other loop onto the loop instead of joining the new yarn. Oh, do you know, I tell you, I am not having much luck with this pattern. Why did I not just choose a different pattern in the first place? And now it's looking really raggedy. Oh, I do stupid things, you know, I do. What have I got here? I've got such a mess. I'm going to cry in a minute. I'm getting hysterical. It's not going to beat me, Val. It's not going to beat me. It's not going to beat me. What gets me is I didn't have a problem with it when I did it before. I just didn't have a problem. And now I'm having a right faff with it. Oh, no, I bet you won't be doing another one, will you, Lydia? That's why I don't like doing blankets. If I do any blankets, I usually do them in granny squares because at least you can have some control. And Julie, you deserve a medal for doing that one, your future daughter-in-law, Chores. Why is it people who don't crochet, you roll the goats and we don't get home? People who don't crochet are always the ones who choose the worst patterns, aren't they? I remember a woman once showed me this really complicated skirt pattern. And she said, oh, I bet you could make this. Couldn't you cheaper than this? And I said, no, just go and buy it. I thought, I'm not making that. It was like really complicated. You changed your mind. What about me putting it down? Or you changed your mind about your sweater? I finished the fourth book, Val. So now you've got no excuse for reading them all now. I didn't want my tea, but I ate a bit of it and now I'm hungry. You changed my mind about doing this. I mean, it's a nice pattern. I'll give her a due. She's picked a nice pattern, but she's picked a complicated one, hasn't she? That's the trouble. When they say, can you make me this? There's a difference, isn't there? Can I make this or will I make this? I know somebody asked me, how much would it be to get a king size throw for my bed? I said, I don't know. Somebody will do it because I won't. I remember one of my friends, she did about 2 or 3 of them. She's the one who did the 17-foot Doctor Who scarf. She must like a challenge. She did some lovely, using that hexagon, you know, that African whatever flower of hexagon. She made like a rhinocerosy thing and something else. They took her ages to do. Really pretty when they were done. If you can call a rhinoceros pretty. I think part of the problem is this wool splits. Yeah, 17 foot she done. And she'd done about 3 or 4 of them. And she'd done it in the authentic colours of the Doctor Who, because apparently every doctor had a different scarf. I mean, who would want to wear it? You know, you had 17 foot of it winding round your neck. And it was all knitted in garter stitch as well. I thought, phew. No. Did they get down all right then? I didn't watch them taking off, and I didn't watch them coming down. Did anybody watch it? Anybody? I don't watch the news. I think I've told you that before. It must weigh you over, wouldn't it, if you think about it? 17 foot's worth of Doctor Who scarf. And I don't think she kept one for herself. I think they were all for other people. No, I didn't watch it. As I say, I didn't watch it go up and I didn't watch it come back down. Yeah, I'm doing better for my thumbs up today. I wouldn't get 146, will I, today, though? Like I did last week with the goats. My arm's hurting now. I think it's because I'm getting stressed. You seen that hexagon that Amora's doing? No, it's not. I think that was my trouble. I stayed on till 12:30, and that's when I got the goats, yeah. Yeah, that hexagon that Amora's doing, it's like flowers. It's lovely. She says she's going to do a tutorial for it. Maybe she'll put it on her fans only thing, whatever. Private members only. I bet you didn't make one 17 foot long, did you? He'd have never got off the terraces. With that wound round his neck, he'd have been looking over the top of it. You'd have it wrapped round your waist and everywhere, wouldn't you? Because you couldn't wrap it round your neck if you got all that much. I remember Doctor Who wearing a scarf, but then I was never an avid fan of Doctor Who. I think I used to watch it when it was like the Daleks, exterminate, exterminate. Yeah, use it as a neck brace. We're back to Sheila again now, are we? Is it just me who doesn't like them Sophie scarves? They just look like you've been to the hospital and you've had whiplash, don't they? Maya, I liked that Sophie hood, you know, that Monica's making at Knit Club. That looked nice, didn't it? No, they're too skinny, aren't they? They just look like you've got a sore neck. A lady at Knit Club, she's made this Sophie hood, but it's really, really much, much longer than the Sophie. And she's got this hood, and then it goes round the neck, and it reminds you of when, you know, Grace Kelly used to wear those scarves wrapped round and tied at the back. I mean, that does look nice. That Sophie hood. But the Sophie scarf's too narrow. It's just looks like a bandage. Why was it stretched? Did you use a big needle? I'm hungry. As I say, I didn't want me tea, and now I want something now. I really don't remember it being this hard to do. I mean, I didn't like the colour that Monica had done it in, but I like the actual pattern. It's by the same designer who did the Sophie scarf. But I've seen very, very similar ones that weren't called Sophie. You know, it's not like a new idea, it's just I never fancied doing one. Got to the end of the row. I shall see when I go back if it's right. Looks really big. Might be coming back because it might be too big. You know I don't like baggy sweaters, cardigans. Right, let's have another go. Are you off, Connie? Oh, my neck just cricked. I went to see what time it was and my neck cricked. Night, Connie, thanks for calling in. I need a drink. I'm going to get a drink. Let's drink a drink, a drink. Tell Lily the pink, the pink, the pink. Cut them off. And I won't be crocheting it again. Oh, my little hair, my little hair. Tell you what I read the other day, Val. The injections that I'm on, if you don't eat enough protein while you're on them, you have hair loss. That explains it. I'm losing mine. Left, right, and centre, I'm losing mine. Oh, wee. Oh, gosh. Well, I'm up. I'll get a bag of crisps. Don't you just love it when you hobble? Oh, the hula hoop. That's what the dress is like. I can get my button undone. It's black and green, green, green and black. It's emerald, by the way. It looks a bit jade on here, but it's an emerald green. But unfortunately, these lovely buttons are cutting into this wrapper and making a piggy's ear of my buttonholes. So they're going to have to come off, I think, unfortunately. Why do they make buttons like that with sharp edges on them? No, I fastened it on the wrong button, haven't I? I think. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Oh, as lovely as they are, these buttons, they're going to have to come off, I think, before I wreck everything. Oh. Yeah. Oh, hi, Jane. I was too busy getting a drink and a packet of hoops. Yeah, apparently it's something to do with because you're on those injections, we don't eat enough protein. And it's protein that makes your hair grow. Get me glass because I don't like drinking out of a can. I will drink out of a can if there's no other choice, if you're out somewhere. You don't always have a glass within your person, do you? I'll have a hula hoop. Hula hoop. Yeah, that leaf hopper stitch, I've done it twice before. I had a black one and a turquoise one. And I don't remember struggling. Perhaps I had more patience back in the day. I'm sure it doesn't tell you to go into the one you've just worked. Yeah, it just tells you to do the leaf hopper stitch over the next stitch. And it isn't over the next stitch, it's over the next 3 stitches. What am I doing tomorrow? Mopping the kitchen floor because I didn't get round to it today. I put grippers on the rug now, so the rug's not wandering around the lounge anymore. Got about 25 grippers round it. Oh, you going now, Trish? Good night. What? Just had a message off one of my ex-exes from a long, long time ago. I'll message him later. I wonder why it didn't ting on my phone. I turned all the sound off, didn't I? I better put it back on again, otherwise I won't hear the alarm tomorrow, will I? All right, I've heard you. One minute, Ray. Not heard from Ray for about 4 years, 5 years. Before I moved to Fleetwood, yeah. Gosh. He has come out of the woodwork from somewhere, hasn't he? No, he's not either of them. He used to work at, where did he used to work? He's retired now. Not as old as me, but he's retired. The last job he had was after he retired. He used to, what do they call them? You know, when they take the kids that have got special needs on a bus. He used to be a driver for them. You know, they pick them up, don't they, and take them to these special schools or not they call them colleges or what they call them. That's what he was doing last time I heard. I've not seen him for about 10, 12 years. Last time I heard from him, he'd had a heart attack. Obviously, he's still here. He contacted me probably about 8 years ago to say he'd had a heart attack. So we had a very brief conversation. And then I've never heard from him since until just now. No, I made a sausage casserole yesterday. So I warmed up a couple of sausages today, but I didn't really want them. But now I'm hungry. I'm always hungry at the wrong times. If it's nice tomorrow, I might try and get the rest of the plant pots cleared out. I've got a lot of dead plants. I did half of them the other day when it was really nice. But then my back decided to, so I didn't finish them. I have to sit on a chair. How many people in the knit group? How many would you say, Val? About 12? The library's about 10, I think, in the library. How many would you say, Val? About 12? I go to 2, you see. But I haven't been to the library. I haven't been on the Monday one for a while because I can't get up. There's trams. They're doing some work on the tram lines. So the trams doesn't go. I had to get a taxi when I went to the hospital on Thursday, so that would cost me £13 each way. So unfortunately, I can't pay £26 every Monday to go to the library. I'll go back again when the tram starts. It was supposed to be started on the 14th, but according to the girls who go to the library, they said that it doesn't look like anything's been done yet. Yeah, the group at the church didn't used to be that big, but a lot from the library started coming to it. I think they used to go somewhere else when they got fed up with it. The library can get a bit noisy, but, you know, when the kids are off school. And we can't go upstairs at the moment at the library, out the way, because the lift's not been working for about 6 weeks now. They're waiting for a part coming from Germany, apparently. It's a bit ridiculous when it's, you know, a library and it's a lot of disabled people that go, and the lift's not working. Admittedly, most of the books are downstairs, but yeah, they go. I think that's, is it Caroline? I think she calls. She goes to exercise class. But most go to the exercise class that's at the church, don't they? You know, that's where, well, when Julie comes. She hasn't answered me. I asked her how her dog was, you know, because she'd gone to the vets with her dog. I sent her a message saying, you know, at the Nick Club, we hope your dog's all right, but she never answered me. She usually does, actually. I just hope it weren't bad news with her dog. Just hope it was something or nothing, if you know what I mean. You know, like a routine injections or something. I know one of her dogs is the same age as Rosie because she got her from Romania, but I don't know how old the other dog is. I haven't seen the other dog. I've only seen the Romanian one. I wonder how long Margaret will be before she gets her new teeth. Yeah, one of our ladies had problems. She had to have her teeth taken out, but she couldn't have teeth put in right away because of her gums. She looks as though she's lost a lot of weight, Val, because, you know, I think she can't eat as well as she might, yeah. She's living on soup and things like that. I thought she looked a bit poorly on Wednesday, but I didn't like to say anything. You don't like saying, oh my God, you look ill to anybody, do you? If in doubt, say out, yeah. But she looked a bit washed out. Christine went to the hospital with her ears. Christine's a dog, by the way, if you don't know. In case you're thinking somebody's human has gone. No, one of the girls from Knit Club was taking one of her dogs to the vets on Wednesday, so I don't know which dog or how it went on. Yeah, she's had a lot of trouble with her jaw and her teeth. It's not been an easy ride for her. She had to have half of the teeth taken out, and then she's had to have the other half taken out. But it's not been straight. I mean, she's got rheumatoid arthritis and she's got something wrong with her jaw. So it's not been an easy job of it. She's been about a month now waiting to get new teeth. I don't know how she knits and crochets, honestly, Julie. Her fingers are bent, twisted, and yet she still keeps going. And she's the first one to help anybody, you know. She'll help with the coffee and that. And she can barely hold the mugs, you know, she goes and helps. And I think, you know, when they have rheumatoid arthritis, all their fingers twist, don't they? And she's the most helpful person you'd ever want to meet, she is, honestly. She'd do anything for anybody. It's usually the way, isn't it? The really able-bodied ones are never the ones to help you. They tested my blood, but apparently I don't have rheumatoid arthritis. Thankfully. I have just got arthritis. Bad enough, but I mean, at least it's not rheumatoid, because rheumatoid's really painful. It's something to do with your blood attacking you, whatever it is. Right, let me see. Oh, itch. Itch. Yeah, I don't want RA as well. But that's what they were testing before. Apparently it shows up in your blood if you've got that. So thankfully, no. And they were also testing me for fibromyalgia, but that didn't show either. So thankfully, it could have been a lot worse. Do, 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 do. So how many squares have you done on that blanket, Julie? It's a beautiful blanket. I've seen the picture, but it's sort of, but it's not easy to do. As we were saying, the people who don't crochet always pick the most complex patterns. And then they say, "Can you do this?" And I think I like saying, "Well, I can, but I'm not." Oh, it's nearly the witching hour. That's soon gone by today. Probably because I've been wrangling. So Sammy took Christine, did he? I used to hate taking the dog to the vet. A, you don't know what they're going to say, and B, it's the expense, isn't it? I don't think our vet did anything for under £30. You've done 40. Oh, shush. She'll have to stay. You know, when you make anything like a boyfriend sweater, it's always the kiss of death, isn't it? Let's just hope it's not kiss of death with your future daughter-in-law. Every time I made one of my boyfriends a sweater, it all ended. I never made Alan one until I'd married him. They always say that, the curse of the boyfriend sweater. Amora said that on her video. He said something about a sweater and she said, no, it's the curse of the boyfriend. She's like, I can make you one now, you're my husband. I don't think she will though, because he doesn't wear crochet and I don't think so. Maybe one day she'll learn to knit. She did try it once, didn't she? She made something small, I think, that was knitted. I've got some sock wool. I was hoping that I might be able to knit socks, whereas I can't knit anything big at the minute. Yeah, let's hope they stay together, otherwise you could be finishing with a new blanket, Julie. It's funny, I watch a girl on YouTube and she's been engaged about 20 years. I don't know why she's never got married. I don't think I could do that, be engaged for all that length of time. Oh, I've got an itchy back. Don't think this is going to be a quick cardigan. Despite somebody saying I'll have it finished next week. I used to drag everybody home when I was going out with anybody. My mum and dad always wanted to see who I was going out with. So the poor souls used to get dragged home. The only one she didn't like really was Arch. And he was a really nice guy, but I was only 18 and he was 36. She drew the line at Arch. And he was lovely. He treated me like a princess. I mean, she admitted she liked him as a man, but she just didn't like him as my boyfriend. I think she was rather relieved when we parted company. It's getting there. I'm getting in the swing of it a bit now. Who's sending me messages? Who is it? Who is? Don't know. Yeah, I know. I mean, when you have insurance, it's still, some things aren't covered with the insurance with animals, do they? I mean, because our Trixie had broken her leg, she wasn't insured for that. That was $4,500 to get her leg fixed. And then they wouldn't insure her for less than £75 a month. Yeah, unfortunately, she wasn't insured when she broke her leg. she'd had puppy insurance and we got her, and then the week after we got her, we were negotiating which company to go with for her insurance, and she fell off the bed in the week she wasn't insured. So that was a bit tragic. The local vet couldn't pin her leg. She had to go over to Preston. They wanted her to go back to have the plate took out because he said, her leg will grow and the plate won't, but she never grew anymore. So we said, no, if she grows, we'll, but she didn't. She never grew any taller. Yeah, they wanted another $3,500 to take the plate out. Yeah, I miss my little dog. If I was fitter, I would have had I think I would have had a Chihuahua. I love my little Gigi. Well, he wasn't mine, but I loved him. But unfortunately, I can't walk one, so. And I'd be scared of walking with the one in the scooter in case I ran over its little paws or something. I mean, our Ian's dog, the Rottweiler, would walk with my scooter, and so would my dog, my Buster. But Gigi, I had to carry Gigi because I was frightened of running over his little feet. Yeah, but you've got somebody to take it for a walk, haven't you, Julie? I don't. Yeah. Also, I was putting it off just in case I had to have an operation or something, but now that's not on the cards anymore, so. I mean, people say get a cat, but I can't take to a cat the same. I know they're easier, but I would prefer a little dog. But it would have to be a rescue dog. I don't want. There's too many dogs in the rescue. I wouldn't pay for a pedigree one. There's a lot of dogs. It's like with like this cross with this, or Labradoodle and Whatadoodle and everything. No, there's nothing they can do, Lydia. No, they just said I need better pain medication. That's what I'm waiting for. I can't have an operation. So that's out of the question. So now I know I'm not having an op. I might get a little dog if I can get one from the rescue. But they might not let me have one because I can't walk it. I mean, lots of people on scooters have got dogs, but they've probably pedigree and they've probably bought them, haven't they? So I don't want to do that. I would want to rescue one. There's too many that get put up for adoption and rescue, and if they don't get adopted, then unfortunately they get euthanized, and it's not a nice thought. And then other people are going out spending thousands on buying a pedigree. And there's so many other dogs in the dog home. I mean, I know they say, oh, you don't know what the temperament is, you don't know what this is and that is, but I've got no little kids. Oh no, God, that is hoarding, isn't it? That. No, I mean, if it was a bit snappy or a bit of a bitey, you can soon sort that out, can't you? I mean, a lot of them, they say, you know, they don't want to be rehomed where there's children. And well, I don't have any kids, so that wouldn't be a problem. Well, it's the witching hour. I'm going to disappear before we get the goats again. I don't want them coming on again. Well, I haven't done as many rows as I wanted to do. I've only done 3. But it's coming along now. It's looking a bit baggy though. Oh, you can see it. It's like you can't see it really. Oh, there you are. You can see it now. It's not looking as crisp as it did last time. Oh, I don't know. I didn't look, Julie, whether they've all disappeared or not. Yeah, I got 48 new subscribers last week. Looking very baggy. Looking very big. Maybe I'm big and baggy, so I don't like floppy things anymore. I'm crocheting a cardigan, but the stitch I was doing was... I've done it before, but I couldn't get the hang of it. I think I've got the hang of it now. But the last time I crocheted it in a crepe, and it was more crisp. This one's looking a bit more floppy. I might go on a smaller hook, actually. But it's looking a bit flopsy. Ooh. Maybe I am this big, I don't know. It just looks big. Yeah, I'll just measure it. I just don't like baggy things. I've got too many cardigans in my wardrobe that are big and baggy. Oh, God, yeah. Oh, I don't know, though. It's 42. It's a bit... I like them to be about 40, really. I'll do another row and see if it goes in a bit. It's just looking a bit big, that's all. It's not so much it's looking big, it's looking sloppy. I don't like sloppy. It's supposed to be done on a 6mm and I'm doing it on a 5, but it's still looking a bit, you know, I like mine to be more together, if you know what I mean. Firm. They always wash. They wash bigger if you do them loose. That's why I always do my hexes on a 4mm. Everybody else seems to do theirs on about a 6mm. But they just go bigger and bigger and bigger if you do that. I did the first one because that's the way they told you to do it. The first one I ever did, I did it on a 6mm and it grew with me. It was going floppier and floppier. I got rid of that. I think I'd give it somebody. I was forever itching it back on my shoulders. It was like drifting down. I was like that all the time with it. Ugh. Yeah, right, I'm going to go now. I'm going to go on my new fluffy sheet. Woo-wee. I might make a video tomorrow, depends how I feel. Because I've got to show you that Simply Crochet. Show you my sock yarn. Show you my fluffy black cardigan. So you might get a video. Oops, daisy. Yeah, nighty, nighty, nighty. And I shall see you all maybe tomorrow, maybe Monday. Depends. Depends what I get up to tomorrow. I sound as though I'm going to do a lot, don't I? But anyway, good night. Nighty night. See you all later. I'm going before the goats come. Bye now.